So one of the better exchanges in Pam Bondi's congressional hearing was between her and Joe Negus from Colorado. He's gonna ask her why she hired felons to be ICE officers and why she disbanded the crypto police. Because right now, you can just kind of do whatever with your crypto, which is kind of scary to say the least. So let's not waste any time and just dig right in.
I was recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Here. Attorney General Bondi, 6 days ago, you posted online, quote, "If you come for law enforcement, the Trump administration will come for you," end quote. I want to show you just a brief video. It's about 30 seconds, and I'll ask you a couple questions about it.
You guys are disgusting, man. Hey, you guys are disgusting. I'm former law enforcement. You're disgusting. You are the Nazi. You are the Gestapo. You can't see it because you're chasing your pension, right? Your pension, your retirement, right? That's what runs your life, your retirement.
The sad thing is they're not even going to get their pension because it's going to be worthless.
Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah.
Attorney General Bondi.
For those that can't hear it, the guy in the middle of the picture that they're talking about right now is the guy that was saying, "Yeah, kill him," in regards to police officers.
That man works for you now, right?
Who was that, Congressman?
The man in that video, the one who was in the police-worn body cam footage, the one allegedly yelling, "Kill him," at police officers on January 6th, his name is Jared Wise.
He does work for us.
He works for you at the Department of Justice.
He does.
This is an individual whom a federal grand jury indicted for 2 felonies and 4 misdemeanors related to his participation in the attack on January 6th. One of those charges was forcibly assaulting, resisting, opposing, impeding, intimidating, and interfering with police with the intent to commit another felony. This is who you choose as the chief law enforcement officer of the United States of America to hire at the Department of Justice. Someone on video yelling, "Kill him," at police officers, right?
I believe he was pardoned by President Trump.
Oh, so he was pardoned. So it's totally okay that you hired a convicted felon and a convicted police beater to work for ICE. This is why ICE sucks, because we have guys like that working for ICE. People that were convicted of felonies, convicted of assaulting police officers, are now working for ICE. What kind of horseshit is that?
Oh, he was pardoned. You're right. You're right. Pardoned by President Trump for his offense. Pardoned for yelling, "Kill him," at police officers. And yet you expect hardworking police officers across the country to believe that you take law enforcement seriously. You could imagine the reaction of so many folks across the country hearing the chief law enforcement officer of the United States refuse to even condemn what that individual whom you've now hired did. But in any event, let's talk a little bit about some of the other divisions within the Department of Justice and what's happened over the last year. You're familiar with the Public Integrity Section of the DOJ's Criminal Division. I think it's referred to as PIN. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know which presidential administration under which the PIN was first created?
I can tell you what administration that the weaponization was ended under.
I'll reclaim my time.
That wasn't the question that he asked. That was the problem with this hearing, is that, you know, people would ask questions and she would go off on some other tangent.
This wasn't a trick question.
You don't get to
Madam Attorney
reclaim
General.
your time.
Madam Attorney General.
Because I don't like it.
You don't get to reclaim your time. He does get to reclaim his time. That is how that works.
Chairman,
I
will
don't
you explain
answer
to the
a
witness
question
that
the way
he
you like
does
it?
reclaim his time?
Because I don't answer a question to your satisfaction.
Mr. Chairman.
Madam Attorney General, the time belongs to the gentleman from Colorado.
The president under which PIN was created was Gerald Ford. It was created after Watergate. I'm not asking a question, Madam Attorney General. The administration under which it was created was Gerald Ford. When you first started as the Attorney General of the United States, there were 35 people working in that office. There are now 2 people working in that office because you have gutted it. How many people work for the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team in the Criminal Division today?
Can I answer the question about PIN?
I've asked
He was asking, and she wasn't answering.
you a question. How many
You've
people
asked
work?
me a question, but you don't
How
want
many
the
people
answer.
work
I'm not
for the
gonna answer your
National
questions the way you
Cryptocurrency
want.
Enforcement Team? You won't answer how many
I'll
people?
answer PIN.
You
I'll answer the pin question that I wouldn't answer earlier, but I won't answer the question that you're asking now about the crypto thing because this kind of looks bad for my side.
It will not be
you know what?
weaponized.
You know what?
What's
Madam
funny
Attorney
about
General,
this?
I'll say to the chairman.
What's funny about
Mr. Chairman,
this?
you know what the answer is, and I think I
What's
understand why
funny
the
about
Attorney General
this?
does not.
What's funny about this? Pam, are you asking what's funny about this? What's funny about this is the way you're treating this whole thing like a shit show. What's funny about this is your lack of professionalism. What's funny about this is the fact that you're a liar. What's funny about this is that you're somehow getting paid a whole lot of money to do this job. That's hilarious to me.
Want to answer the question because you eliminated the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team last year. So I understand why you don't want to tell the American people who works there.
Yeah, I
no one
understand
works
why
there
you don't want to
anymore,
talk about
Madam
Mohammed
Attorney
Solomon
General.
in
So,
your district.
In any event,
who
I will
murdered people.
Mr. Chairman, will you stop the clock so his time is not wasted by
I've
the
been
witness?
very generous with allowing extra time when we have these little disputes.
I understand.
You got the time.
Yeah, some guy got killed in your district, and we're not talking about that, so we shouldn't even be talking about anything else because of that.
I might as well ask the chairman these questions.
be happy
because
to answer
what
some
is
of your
what's-
questions.
What's profound, the questions I've
Profound?
asked,
The crime in
questions
your
I've
district.
asked, Mr. Chairman, are not trick questions. They're not gotcha questions. They're actually basic questions about how the Department of Justice functions and the unwillingness of this Attorney General to answer them in good faith. When a member of Congress asks how many people work at the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team and the Attorney General refuses to answer it, it is not a coincidence. It's because she eliminated the team. Why? Because her boss, the President of the United States, is making money hand over fist, $1.4 billion over the course of the last year through cryptocurrency holdings. I think what is happening at the
I heard 1.5 billion, but 1.4, that's fine, whatever.
Department of Justice is a disgrace, Mr. Chairman, and I would urge you to gain control of this hearing. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.
Yeah. I would ask the gentleman, does he agree with the standing up of the Deputy Attorney General for dealing with fraud? That's something that's happened in this administration. First time. You talked about PIN. That happened with this
Who's
Justice
gone to
Department.
jail
Talking
for
about this,
fraud?
Mr. Chairman, had you answered the question, had the Attorney General answered the question in that way, perhaps this hearing would have some modicum of resembling something that has typically been fairly conventional, an oversight hearing of the Department of Justice.
The gentleman's
That is
time has
not this.
expired. The gentlelady from White House is recognized for 5 minutes.
That was
Thank you.
crazy. That was a crazy section of that hearing right there. So first of all, we have video of a guy assaulting police. I guess he didn't assault him, but he was, part of the assault, and he was telling that he was gonna kill police officers. That guy now works for ICE, and Pam Bondi wasn't even hiding it. She's just openly, yeah, we hired people from J6 that assaulted police officers. We did that. And then also she fired the whole crypto team. So now there's nobody regulating crypto. You could just do whatever. They're just out in the open about it now that we're doing a terrible job and we're just comic book criminals and we're just doing whatever the hell we want. That is crazy. There's at least 5 other Democratic Congress people that went up there and just had this spectacle of a comment section with Pam Bondi. It was just crazy. So I got some more. I'll work on some more for you guys. Please do me a favor, share, subscribe, and I'll keep bringing you guys this content. Thanks, guys.